Hello viewers, welcome to the series on convolutional neural network. In this particular session, we are going to discuss about training of the neural network. So without wasting much of our precious time, let's continue our flow and discuss the hands-on session of the same.
In the last section, we wrote all the code for our neural network. Now from here, the code starts the training process. Look at the line number 46. We have already compiled the neural network. Now we just need to add the code to start the training process. Have an eye on line 53. To start the training process in Keras, we call the model.fit function. This function takes several parameters. The first two parameters to fit are the training dataset and the expected labels for the training dataset. We already loaded those up in our code as X training and Y training. So we have passed this here. Next is we need to pass in a batch size. The batch size is how many images we want to feed into the network at once during training. If we set the number too low, training will take long time and might not ever finish. If we set the number too high, we will run out of memory on our computer. Typically, the batch sizes are between 32 to 128, but feel free to experiment. For this example, we have used a batch size of 32. Next, we need to decide how many times we want to go through our training dataset during the process. One full pass through the entire training dataset is called an epoch. For this example, we have done 30 passes through the training dataset. The more passes through the data we do, the more chances the neural network has to learn. But the longer the training process will take. And eventually you will hit a point where during additional training doesn't help anymore. So finding the right number takes some experimentation. In general, the larger your dataset, the less training passes we will do on it. For example, the extremely large dataset with millions of images, we need to do only 5 passes maybe. So next we need to tell Keras what data we want to use to validate our training. This is the data that the model will never see during training, and it's only been used to test the accuracy of the training model. When we load our dataset, we created X test and Y test. So we have just used those and passed those in the validation data in the form of array of X test and Y test. Finally, we need to make sure that Keras randomizes the order of the training data. It's very important that the neural network sees the training data batches in random order so that order of the training data doesn't influence the training. To ensure that we have passed in the shuffle value as true. Shuffling is actually the default in Keras, and not shuffling your data can cause your model to fail in trained correctly. We are ready to train the model, but notice that we aren't saving the results anywhere. And thus in the next video, we will see how to save our training results. I hope this video proved fruitful to you and hope you have gained something extra than what you were knowing earlier. Thank you.